Good morning, everyone. This morning's video is going to discuss my opinions on how to play a winning game in life. And you might say, well, Mr. K, how do you see life as a game? The way that I see it is that we're all valuable, unconditionally valuable. And that means if I were to take any of you in a room by yourself with nothing else, you would be valuable, you would be loved. And that's the way I always want you to feel about yourself. That's called esteem. And as a child, you definitely should develop your esteem and know that you're beautiful, know that you're valuable, and know that it doesn't matter what you do in life, you will always be valuable and you will always be loved. Then there's the other part of life, which I consider a game, and that is life. And it's a service that we do as citizens because we're all connected and living in a society. We play different roles so we can function as a society. And with that comes responsibility. And I look at that as a game in the sense that you have to do it, but you might as well learn some strategies of not only to get good at it, but also to enjoy it, treat it like it's a game. And I want you to look at Steph Curry as a really good example of this. All right. Steph Curry is a basketball player who is one of the best in the world. And what makes Steph Curry is that he's not a natural talent, meaning if for a basketball player, he's not tall. He wasn't gifted with this amazing height. And for a human, he's tall, but for a basketball player, he's not. But what makes Steph Curry play a winning game is his effort. And effort in the game of life is everything. Your effort will get you everywhere because in order to get good at something, you have to practice. Just knowing something is one thing. And Steph Curry is a great student of the game. He listens to the coach when the coach gives instructions, and he knows how to play the game. But the effort part of it is applying it. And Steph Curry is famous for practicing. All right. After he's getting his instruction from his coach, he will actually practice with the team and then he will practice after. He's actually rented gyms out before so he could practice longer. And that shows an amazing effort. And what I want you to know in life, anything that you do, you're going to get good at. You will develop habits that you will do whether you're thinking about it or not, and it will lead to you getting very good at things. Now, those things could be very helpful to you or very harmful to you. So it's very important to be aware of what you're doing and what you're practicing. So right now, as students, the game that you should be learning how to play is school. Okay. And just like Steph Curry, listening during instruction is super important. But the most important is practicing the skills that you learn. Let me give you an example. I've seen people ice skate before. I've watched people ice skate, and I can read books on ice skating, right? But if I get out on the ice there, I can't expect to be good at it. All right. I'm probably going to struggle for a while until I practice it to the point where I've become an ice skater. So learning about something and watching somebody do something is important, but the practice is the most important. So effort, that means doing it. And effort is not easy. That's one thing that we have to learn especially as a child, is that the effort in learning is a challenge. It's a struggle. But where is this guy going? He's going up, isn't he? Okay. Now, it doesn't matter. This is the really important part that I want you to know. It doesn't matter how fast you go up as long as you're going up. All right. We'll get to attitude in a minute, but effort will raise your skills and it will also raise the way you feel about yourself, which is what we're going to get to in a minute. So you put the effort in, makes you feel good. Then all of a sudden you start feeling better about yourself and you have an upward spiral. You're going up. And this gentleman here, it doesn't matter if it takes him a day, 10 minutes, or a month to get up that mountain. If he keeps trying, he'll get up. And that's higher than anyone else that's refusing to climb. All right. Now let's talk about Michael Jordan. Now, this is one of my favorite stories, and that Michael Jordan is arguably the best basketball player that's ever played. He's one of the best. And he was cut from his high school basketball team. The first time he tried out, he didn't qualify. And he had a choice. And this is called attitude. And attitude is how you feel about yourself. And how you feel about yourself is going to reflect how you feel about the world around you. And he had a choice. He could have either said, well, I can't do it. I guess I'm not good enough. And he could have just done something else. But his attitude said, well, I'm going to give it another shot. So what did he do? He put the effort in. All right. And going back to effort, practice. He went out the next year and made the team and eventually became one of the best players in the world. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of people on planet Earth that probably could have been a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. All right. But what happens is they sit back and they just kind of go, well, one day I will, or either that, or I'm not good enough. I can't do it. So if you expect it to happen one day without trying, you're living in a fantasy land. And if you think that you're not good enough to do it, you're right, because you're never going to try anyways, right? So the most important thing that I want you to know at your age, because you're starting to figure out how the world works, okay? You're at an age now where you're starting to see how the world works, and we want to plant some good seeds here, is that it all comes down to, first of all, how you feel about yourself. That's really important. And all of you, you're amazing. You really are. I'm really proud to be your teacher. And anybody that's watching this video, I'm sure all of your teachers feel that way about you, because children in general are beautiful. You're amazing and you're brilliant. But the thing is you have to feel good about yourself. And that means having the courage to do things that are difficult and still feel good about yourself. Okay. To be able to actually struggle and feel like it's a good thing for you. All right. And the second is to do it, to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep climbing, because once again, it just plays into itself. You feel good about yourself. You do a little bit to help yourself. You do a little bit more and it goes up this way. The other way is it's too hard. I can't do it. Right. So you don't do it. Then you don't feel good about yourself. Then you think you can't do it again and it brings you down this way. Now you have a downward spiral and that goes down really deep. Okay. And we don't want to go there. And at your age right now, you're just deciding whether you're going to dig or you're going to climb. And it's all in the way you play your game. Am I a climber or am I a digger? And when you dig, you're eventually going to have to stop digging, dig yourself out, and then climb, which means you're creating more work for yourself. So really working smart is having a good attitude about yourself, putting effort in, and keep going. That's working smart, okay? Actually, this is going to end up working hard because there's a certain point you're going to hit the bottom. We don't want that, okay? We may know people who have done that. You don't want to be one. They didn't want to be one either. Trust me on that one, okay? We want to start going upward spiral. Believe in yourself, put the effort in to do your best. Believe in yourself, personal best. Believe in yourself, personal best. And that's how you play a winning game.